Hello and welcome to Confidently Wrong, a show by regular dudes talking with confidence about content we have no right to speak about with any kind of authority, but do it anyway. I'm Wesley Nakamura, and as always, I'm joined by award-winning director Brian Redondo and Savon Jones, aka Captain Vonnie. This is a bonus episode of reactions to the recent NBA trade deadline that was kind of crazy, including deals with the Cavs, Luka Doncic, Jimmy Butler, and my apparently lazy quote-unquote opinions. I'm confident that it's going to be the best show you've ever listened to, and well, hey, if it's not, you can always ask us for a refund.
Incredible!
Yeah, LeVert's a little bit of a skinnier, smaller guard, so it's like, well, you already got two smaller, skinny guards.
Yeah,
he's more of a scorer.
Yeah. They need some size. Otherwise, Boston's just gonna bully them, just straight up.
And yeah, Hunter's a big dude.
Yeah. Any other team, I'd be less scared of that. Yeah, any other team, Brian, I'd say, you probably don't need to make that trade. But specifically, Boston is like their gatekeeper to the finals in my eyes. And anybody who can get past that matchup will, if they deal with that matchup, they'll be golden.
I think it gives them another play, right? Like, they have a bunch of skill guys, but not guys who are just athletic as fuck, right? At that position.
You need some big bodies. You said it yourself, you need big bodies.
They have Strus, they have Wade. They have one other guy, I think, who's in their rotation that's kind of good skill guy, maybe, good shooter or whatever, but they don't have very many people who are oh, damn, that's just an athletic powerhouse. He may not be the most skilled, but he can dunk on you. Sometimes you just need that in your bag.
Sometimes you need some athletes. Sometimes you need some people who can run. That's why I like the Kyle Kuzma Bucks trade. I'm like, cool, Kyle Kuzma can actually move around, unlike Chris Middleton. That alone is an upgrade. He's an ambulatory adult. Cool. That's a big deal.
Was Kuzma on the championship team?
He was.
Yeah, he was.
Right? He was crucial on that team.
Yeah,
he was,
I've been defending Kyle Kuzma like crazy because people are like, oh, this is an awful trade. I'm like, dude, y'all just don't like Kyle Kuzma because y'all don't like that he's a young fashion dress up dude. But Kyle Kuzma's a hooper. He literally, I know he's shooting awful on the Wizards because they're absolute booty cheeks, but it's
unserious
true.
Basketball.
They're very unserious. But dude, that man was able to lock in on a championship team and rebound, play defense, take shots.
Yep,
that's literally what he's gonna do.
He's still 6'9", and long.
People was looking at me crazy. I know. Yeah, a couple people I'm in some hoops chats with are looking at me
really?
That was I said some sack. Yeah, Allen was that's some wild shit. I'm like, y'all tripping.
Oh, you didn't watch enough basketball, Allen. Then
recency bias.
Yeah,
people just have this thing where if they don't like an NBA player, they tend to transpose that to them not being good. And it's dude, just because y'all don't like Kuzma, don't mean this man is not a bucket. And or he's on a bad situation. He's on the Wizards and people suck and he's their best player.
But he also seemed to not care, right? He was fine being on the Wizards. It just seemed like basketball was no longer his priority.
Well, that's because he was being a role player in LA all them years when LA was a shit show. Remember before all that, the championship team, Kyle Kuzma was on that team where they got rid of everybody and it was Byron Scott and Kobe. Yeah. People was fucking terrible. Then he comes in, plays defense, get a ring, and then left to get his money and buckets. I get it. But now he'll be playing serious basketball next to, Giannis and Dame, who he ain't got to take a bunch of shots. So, that alone, I'm just saving my receipts because I'm going to be obnoxious to folks who were on my ass.
It'd be interesting to see, I think that people are right, though, to be wondering, can he turn that serious basketball gene back on? Hopefully.
Why not? Chris Middleton is terrible.
He's definitely terrible. I do think it's an upgrade, but
but it's not as natural.
Question for
it's not a natural ink the way he played in the bubble. And the way he played in the bubble wasn't his natural inclination. He had to work really hard to get there, to even just be passable on defense because he was kind of a turnstile for a long time.
Yeah,
and it's also a bubble factor, right? Just
right.
The
You're
fact that he couldn't go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Man,
not worried about fashion there.
I guess I'm frustrated because we always say, "Oh, I don't know about this player. They've never proven it. I need to see him do it."
No, he's proven it.
And then you have somebody who's seen him do it, and now we come back and say, "Well, I don't know if he could do it again." I'm like, "Well, this seems like we're what do we do?" It seems like if you're dedicated to be a hater, nobody's good. It's I want somebody who did it before.
No, we just haven't seen him do it in a while, right?
I don't want somebody who's old. Well, of course he's not
skill. It's a skill. You got to work on the skill.
I want him to do it every year, always, at all times. Otherwise, and not only does he need to have done it for me to believe it, he needs to even if he did it in the past, he needs to do it again. I'm like, come on, man. It's like those people who say, I don't believe him until they win. I'm like, well, you don't believe him then.
You don't believe in nobody.
Yeah, I'm just like, I only believe him until they win. Or not until they win and then do it again. Then they're legit. I'm like, well, shit, no one's legit to you.
Yeah, you got 4 guys on your list, and that's it. I'm a little bit in that camp, though.
I know, Wes. I know it's an awful basketball take.
I want to see you do it. I want to see you do it.
You know how the easiest to say I don't believe it until I see it? Well, bitch. That's the laziest sports take possible. I'll believe it once it's happened already.
Well, the thing is, why
don't you go sit in the corner and not contribute?
Right? No, definitely. Yeah, he's not.
Part of why he doesn't seem great on the Wizards is just because he's the guy there, and he can't be the guy
on a team that's actively
on a team with
tanking. He's the best player on a team that is tanking, not trying to win, and also trying to prioritize their young boys. I'm like, this might be the worst situation. He's still young. He's only 29. He's still young. Like, what do we?
Oh, he's 29.
Yeah, 29. But hey, we were just talking about how AD 31
a problem when he wants to be. Right?
I think he'll help Milwaukee.
He's just miscast. You put him. He's one of those. Yo, of course, if you ask somebody you ask a fry cook to run the damn store, it's not gonna look good. Like, no, get that man back on the fries where he do his job best. And I promise you, man, Dame and Giannis gonna run the register and run the management stuff and handle all the other shit. Let him get back on the fries, and I promise you, the team gonna be eating good.
You know, speaking of guys who haven't done it yet, I'm skeptical on Dame because he doesn't have enough defense in the playoffs. Even though, obviously, great player, just.
Is there anyone you're not skeptical of? Who's not a champion yet?
Oh, I don't know. I was gonna. Well, I don't think I'm skeptical of Booker, who hasn't won a championship yet. Who else? Shea.
He's never won it all, but he hasn't done it yet. He hasn't been to the finals yet. Is he even really good at basketball?
I think I'm on the Shea train. I've seen him play enough that I'm like, yeah, that dude.
I don't know if I can believe in a player until you've won multiple championships to show me that you can do it consistently.
I'm not on the Fox
maybe
train.
I'll consider you.
I'm not on the Fox train. I know he's a good player.
Yeah, but me neither.
I don't know if he's championship level player. I also not on the Brunson train yet. I don't know.
Oh, whoa!
What train are you on?
Have you watched Jalen Brunson?
He's good.
What train are you on, Wes? Who's good?
The playoffs last year.
Did you watch him get stuffed up by the Lakers without AD? I don't know.
That was
players have bad games. Every player ever has a bad game. Sorry, Brian. Sorry, Brian. He had a bad game. He's basically trash. I don't think a player who has a bad game could ever possibly win at the highest.
For role players, Josh Hart. I'm on the Josh Hart train. For role players.
Jalen Brunson is fucking nasty. Fourth quarter, holy shit.
So you believe in
You're like, why? How does this guy exist?
Do you take Booker over Luka? You think Booker's better than Luka? He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Interesting.
He's thinking about
it. Not better, but
Brian, he's thinking about it. Nah, man, we just gotta talk Spider-Man.
Nah, Luka's better.
You thought about it though.
Yeah.
That's like me and you saying, hey, who's taller? And you sit there for 10 seconds. Well,
this is all good NBA content for our Patreon.
Oh my Lord.
I was having a hard time because
someone's gonna have an aneurysm watching this shit.
It's like being trying to compare, I don't know, Olajuwon and Magic Johnson. It's like, dude, they're very different players,
Nah, positions ain't shit no more. They both ball handling guards. We can compare Luka and Booker.
All right.
And you said Luka was better after thinking about
it. Yeah.
That's wild.
Booker's really good.
What if your wife was just like, hey, who's prettier, me or so-and-so? And you still say your wife's name, but you took way too long to answer.
Booker's really good, dude. I don't know.
I thought you hate Devin Booker.
I do hate him, but he's still really good. I don't want him on my team.
Wes don't like, who do you want on your team? You don't want Luka on your team?
So you're still saying that he's better though?
I don't know. I think he's good. No, I would still say Luka's better, but Booker is good.
Who you
Booker's
think?
a really good player. Steph. I want Steph on my team. I love Steph.
This man wants the corpse of Steph Curry, but not
even old Steph. I want Steph on my team.
Leader to the NBA Finals, Luka.
What do you think of the Warriors now with Jimmy Butler?
Wes don't like Jimmy Butler.
I don't like
anything different.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, a little bit. Yeah, maybe.
No, I think they're different. Shut the fuck up, Brian. I'm reading your little subtitle.
I just realized you could do that.
How do you do that?
Click on your name.
Oh, nice. The adult in the room.
Oh, a title. That's funny. Oh, Wes, your basketball takes are absolutely insane.
You don't want Steph on your team? I love Steph.
Not at this stage.
Yeah, I don't know about now.
I mean, I'm not taking him for 6 years, but I'll take him for like the next 1 or 2.
He seems very mortal now.
Over Luka?
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't say that. I would love Steph on my team. I thought that's what you asked me who I want on my team. I was like, oh, I want Steph on my team. I love Steph.
Maybe Wes just doesn't like young players. Maybe Wes just doesn't like young players, which maybe just feeds into the I don't believe in you until you've won at the highest level later in your career. Until you're 35 at the end of your career and I can see everything you've done, I don't believe in you. Now I finally have a body of work to say, okay, I guess this guy's decent.
Role player, Caruso. I'm a Caruso truther.
Nah, Caruso's so overrated, bro.
It's so easy to like call out role players though. I mean, like,
they don't have to. They have the easy job. Yeah, they have the easiest job
for sure.
Yeah,
and I mean, you're a role player for a reason, so you got holes in your game, right? Like you're not gonna. I don't know. What Jalen Williams in OKC? Are you on the Jalen Williams train?
J Will or J Dub?
I don't know. The better one. The good one.
Yeah, I
You're on that train?
But
there's a lot of potential. Like he's just gonna get better.
Yes, they just need to bring Chet back because he's just asked to do a little too much.
I think that's probably right. He's probably like third best player on a like championship team, not your second best player.
He can be the second best player, but you're just asking. But like Chet is just clearly a better second best player. So it's like sometimes you can have two secondary types, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Like like Shea's a 1 and then 2 2s.
Shea is 1-1, man. Woof.
Yeah, you know, Shea is a 1 and then like Chet and Dub is like, you know, your 2 next best, with Chet being maybe a smidge better, being 2A, 2B type shit.
Yeah, I used to think Dame was like top tier, but I don't know.
He's old.
I'm not on that train.
I think Dame's always been top tier. It's just but the NBA is competitive, and there's lots of dudes who are amazing players who they just don't, you know, like how I feel about the West.
I think his downfall was he was never good enough on defense to like hold up.
I think Dame could have been an all-level defense player, and that would have never
surrounded by better players.
Yeah, he just never had the like.
And he had CJ, who also was not like defensive stalwart, so it's like hard backcourt to run.
Yeah, like those Blazers teams, the issue was never, oh, Dame isn't good enough. The issue was just like, yo, the collective talent isn't good enough. And when you got teams like the Warriors, that ain't gonna cut it. But they had a lot of good teams all throughout the West in those 2000s who were good teams, right? But it's just, yo, cool, y'all was up against the prime Warriors. So a lot of amazing teams were just going to be second round exits through no fault of their own of like, sorry, man, that's Steph fucking Curry.
Brian can vouch for this. I'm a big, not fan, but I think I have a lot of respect for Jamal Murray. And our friend Z, he lives in Denver, so he watches them a lot. He's like, I'm out on Jamal Murray. He's like,
I'm not a Jamal.
Trade him.
I think Jamal Murray's been criminally overrated pretty much his whole career.
Oh man,
he's so nice in the playoffs.
He's so good.
It is, yeah, and that's nice, but like,
and the Nuggets are climbing the standings.
Yeah, I mean Westbrook has somehow had a complete career revitalization.
I think they overtook Houston.
Oh, really?
I think they're in the third.
Oh shit!
Second spot.
By the way, I feel so vindicated about the Houston trade. People were
which one?
Might have been the Van Fleet signing. People were talking to me crazy when they first signed them to that money, saying, "Oh, it's too much money. It's not good." I'm like, they need to spend. They have to hit the salary floor. They fucking suck. They need an adult in the room to help. Make
Speaking of adult in the room, yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, I wish I should have saved receipts just so I could be petty and be like, y'all told me I was crazy. Now they're one of the best teams because
I think that makes sense.
They needed some veterans and culture.
Yeah, they weren't just getting random dudes on free agency. Like they were terrible.
But even though they had young guys. I was trying to tell people there's no other free agents on the market at that time. No, you got to spend the money, got to go somewhere. People don't seem to understand the salary. Yeah. People don't understand salary floors of like, y'all do know teams have to spend this money, right?
And you're not stuck with Van Vliet forever, right? Like you could flip him for a different point guard at some point.
He's the perfect transition player. Like he's hurt right now and they're sucking because it's like, oh wait, shit, we don't have the adult in the room. And now actually our offense is...
Yeah, you need somebody to organize the offense.
Damn, can you imagine if they got De'Aaron Fox then? That would be nuts. They'd be young and fast and like athletic as shit. Jesus
Christ. Know who's incredible? That dude Thompson, one of the twins.
Ahmed Thompson?
Ahmed Thompson? Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, that guy is fucking amazing.
Is he? I haven't seen him play too much.
He's just like a killer on defense. Like you're just not gonna score on this guy.
He's not gonna make it.
He's everywhere, and he's so athletic. And then on offense, like he just
is he high motor? It sounds
he gets
like
to
he's
the rim.
Motor,
yes,
he's
absolutely.
Oh yeah,
he's just 100% the whole game because
he's
like 19, or whatever.
His mitochondria are on fire.
He's just young.
He just needs a 3-point. He needs a 3-point shot. And
okay,
then,
he's not
going to be dominant.
Yet. Okay,
no, but like he'll get to the basket like
nothing.
Just like knife through butter, like hot knife through butter.
Those guys are scary.
He's just young boying his way to the rim. Like, hey man, I'm sorry.
Sometimes you're just more athletic than the next dude. And that's what
I just got less miles on me. Sorry, play of him.
He's the exact opposite of Luka.
Yeah, Luka. What was somebody says like they're chiseling their way to the basket? I don't know if Kevin Harlan says that. That's Luka. Luka.
No, 100%.
Herky jerky.
No, him and Harden, dude. Him and Harden's play styles are, in terms of just
similar.
Shifty.
Yeah,
they don't really dunk. They just
so is Shea, right? I mean, Shea has kind of that herky jerky style.
Shea is so shifty. That motherfucker, I'm like, yo, I was.
But he's not trying to just beat you to the basket.
Smooth, though.
Yeah, straight up. One of the worst things. I haven't played pickup in a long time because last time I played, I really I fucked my knee up, and I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, don't do that.
I remember one time I was hooping, and I've played basketball against people who were like really athletic, like dudes who are on the track team. And it's one thing for somebody to just blow by you because they're just faster than you, which does not feel good.
No, it does not.
But it is different when someone is just shifty, herky jerky. Because when you're actually playing baskall and you're in front of them, skates. you're like, this is the worst. I hate everything.
You're like, I know I'm getting cooked. Everyone can see me getting cooked.
You feel yourself. You feel the sizzling in the pan. You are getting, and you're like, okay, I think he's gonna go left, but I think he's gonna fake right, and then do and it's like, okay, I knew he was gonna go left, but like. It didn't matter because he jerked so hard that I was just flat-footed sitting there. Boy, I hate shit.
Did you end up on your ass?
I didn't end up on my ass, but I just was standing there like looking dumb because clearly,
at least you stayed on your feet, man.
But it's worse when someone tricks you into just not moving at all. Like, this wasn't like I see it, I tried. This was like I was misdirected. So
I couldn't even see it so bad.
I didn't even go anywhere. Like, it was just like a. Lost kid at Walmart energy. Just, wait,
in high school, I got real bad at defense. People would just be like, "Why aren't you like staying in front?" And I'm like, "I cannot. I don't know. I cannot stay in front of people."
See, that's why I was a rim protector, though. That's what worked out. Me being tall, I was a rim protector.
You knew where they were going. They're going to the rim, and I was already there.
And look, the rim protecting helps our defense.
My help defense. Like, hey, you guys are supposed to cover me back there.
Where's the help? No, I used to like, y'all see this nigga cooking me, man. Like, y'all see what the fuck happening here? I better get some help. I used to be like, yo, I need help. Well, one time I got a screenshot of maybe like a 7-foot dude on the Loyola basketball team. He would just like hoop around. He would like hoop for fun with the pickup, but like he would just like shoot threes just to,
Yeah.
He would never actually use it. He's just shooting threes. But boy, that man set a screen on me, and I don't know if someone called it out or not, but boy.
Rung your bell?
Rung my bell. Like, it was like I thought I was drunk. Like, hit me so hard. I was like, whew. So you good? Yeah. I went back to my dorm that night. I thought I got into a fight. It felt like somebody beat my ass because we was just. And he would post up. He was just big body. Like, I understand what people say when they say just the banging down low. I'm like, oh no, that shit actually hurts.
Yeah, that's funny.
Anyways, let's talk Spider-Man.
All right. Sorry, my bad. Nope.
And that is the end to our special pod just for our Patreon listeners. For more of riveting NBA content, pay us more.
We gotta go to. One day we gotta go to a game.
Pay us more than none.